Greetings, fam. I titled this video, "Where's the Outcry?" Okay. Obviously, we know what's the latest. The latest is our people being targeted and shot up at the Waffle House, and also a fellow sister who was, violated at the Waffle House. What I'm seeing lately is a lot of people are talking about where's the outcry. I just watched this video. I can't actually recall the brother name, but he is a celebrity. And he was talking about that. He started off quoting saying that the Black woman is the most unprotected woman on this planet. Obviously, we all know that's true. I think that could be the reason why there's a lot of division, or resentment or anger, in regards to our race, our culture here, because of that, and something that, I was wondering was, where is the, outcry about, this sister, being stripped. One thing I'm not understanding is when it comes to it, it seemed like anything else, like I'm gonna mention Starbucks, for example. And when it came to them two brothers, nobody hesitated. Now, I'm not sure if it has to do with the fact that it's a lot of people equate Starbucks with white owned automatically, and you're just white affiliated, and that's all they want to do is serve white, and it's just coffee. I'm not sure if that's the reason versus people want to eat at chicken and waffles, food that's killing us anyway. I'm not sure what's the reason. But when what the brother was saying, when we look at this case and this woman who was an innocent victim who did nothing wrong, but was curious of why she was being charged for plastic utensils, because just the other night when she was there, she wasn't. So what is this now? Where establishments are calling the pigs on us now, the restaurants, simply because we're a customer and we got the right to speak out if something unfair and any unfair treatment. That's what I'm starting to see now. Like, is this the latest? This is the latest form of genocide against our race? Now we can't even feel comfortable to go into a store and be a customer. Now this is their resort. We're going to call the pigs on you. So now I'm starting to see it with your whole plan here, in general. But, what I'm not understanding is where's my culture, where's my people out here to speak, to come together and boycott. I don't understand what is so wrong about less creating our own. What's so hard about that? Supporting our own, supporting only Black. I don't get the issue. I know when I made my post earlier, I lost a couple Facebook friends over it. Wow, because I told you to stop eating at the Waffle House and that we should be boycotting, because that is something that's happening to our culture, and it can happen to either one of us at any given time. And now that we know that they are targeting us at this particular restaurant, why will we continue to be Patreons? What is so wrong with us who say that we're conscious, say that we're about Black empowerment, say that we're about liberation here, but then we don't want to actually commit ourselves or do any of the work, or put ourselves in the position to actually achieve that. So, I see us complaining and and being, and being victimized and talking all this, like how we're being treated and mistreated and all the above. But one thing I don't see is us doing anything to combat it. I'm not asking you to get out there and march and protest, because we know they don't do anything. But what I am asking you to do is stop, spending your money at this particular establishment, and let's get into building our own and creating our own. I don't think there's, nobody's asking you, something that is, detrimental here. So, I guess, that was my main, my main issue is that, us as melanated people here, we speak a lot on what we don't want to stand for and what we're not going to tolerate. But then when it seems that when it actually comes down to us sticking to it, coming together, you know, everybody is just dispersed. So, and that's the main thing I'm questioning. I want to know, how can a post offend somebody? You know, what am I saying that is not telling the truth? You know, if I sit here and say that Black people lost their lives at Waffle House, is that not true? If I sit here and say a Black woman was, you know, stripped, violated, you know, at the Waffle House, is that not true? Okay. Is there no outcry? Is there not no outpour? Is there no, you know, boycott? So is all that not true? So it's, you know, I see a few people coming out, you know, and speaking on behalf of it, and they're speaking on behalf, just like the brother I just saw. So sorry, I can't recall his name. But, you know, when he was talking about that, you know, and when he started off with that quote, I was just like, you know, this is what feels, you know, the animosity. Because it's just like, okay, here it is. You know, tell me, you know, explain to me, where was this sister wrong? So the fact that, you know, we're not doing anything about it, this is what I'm confused on. So, you know, I just had to come out and speak a little bit because, you know, I'm a little ticked, you know, I'm a little ticked off at the way that this is playing out. I'm curious if we want to be taken serious or not, you know, about all Black Lives Matter. Like, if we really want to get, you know, if we really want to be about this, if we really want to convince, you know, this system or ourselves or each other and our community that, you know, we're supposed to be about liberation and that nothing is more crucial, nothing is more important than that. So I'm just curious if that's the level that we're on, because, you know, you can't pick and choose what you want to choose to support. You can't pick and choose what you think is a good battle or a good fight in regards to what you want to stand for. You know, I mean, I can't say in one breath this, but then my actions is showing something up, you know, otherwise, or I'm not standing behind what I'm saying. And then I wonder why people's not taking, you know, seriously. So I think this is what we need a question here. You know, if we really about what we're speaking on. I don't even understand how somebody telling you to stop eating at a particular restaurant can be offensive. So I'm not understanding that. I'm not understanding how somebody telling you to not eat at a particular restaurant can offend you to the point where you want to distance yourself. So I guess people need to question if they're about this revolution or not, if they're really about this liberation, they're really about this movement. Because that's where I am. You know, I'm Black 100%. So that means support my race at all times. So no matter what the issue is, I'm supporting, I'm standing behind my race, because I already know that we're targeted. I already know there's a war declared upon us. If it wasn't, then Flint wouldn't be out with clean water for 4 years. There wouldn't be a town in Saddlebrook, Texas, that's been without water, clean water, longer than Flint. So if I didn't know that there was a war declared upon us, then, you know, maybe I could choose to sit out and not stand behind a particular instinct. But, you know, I can't say that. So I think people need to kind of, you know, check themselves a little bit. This is what's going on. This is what's here. This is what we're seeing. Are you not seeing it? Are you not noticing it? Are you not watching? Did you agree with how the sis was treated? Because that's what you say when you stay silent. And that speaks volumes. So, this is what you got to question. It's what you got to ask yourself, real talk. Something I read on Instagram, person said, let's stay out of Waffle House and create our own Black-owned coffee shops and restaurants and stay out of Waffle House and Starbucks. What is so wrong with that? When we talk about Black Wall Street, and this is what we want to have, but then we got a problem staying out of a restaurant? We got a problem giving a restaurant like money? I'm confused on that one. So, what's so difficult about getting into producing our own? This is what we talk about. This is what we speak on. This is what we say we want. If this is what we want, then why aren't we going at it? Why aren't we going after it? Hard. 100%. Why is this half-ass shit going on? That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm noticing. So, I don't know what this is, man, but hopefully, people, get on point here. And let's get focused, yo. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. In regards to the sister, I'm so disappointed in regards to the lack of support that this sister has gotten from our community. It's no words. So I can imagine how she feels about it. So I can imagine if I myself was put in her position and nobody stood behind. I can imagine how that make me feel. You know what I mean? Sometimes you always got to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Happen at given time. Like I said in the beginning of it, it seemed like that's what the new target is. Now we can't live our lives at all. We can't exist in this corporation at all because it's a strictly target. I don't know what more it takes for people to get that. But, this is what it is. So if it's a strictly target to where they targeting no matter where we are, our kids no matter where they are, stripping their childhood from them. They can't play on the playground. They can't play with toys, water guns and stuff. I don't know about how people say they ain't never played. I was born in the 80s. Yes, I played water guns. I played with every type, BB guns, everything. So paintball, and they ain't never tripped. So I don't know what this is today where people can't, have their childhood, but you can't throw snowballs. Like, it's just too much in regards to what our children can't do. And then in regards to us, we can't do nothing. We can't even live our lives. We can't go nowhere. We can't barbecue. Shit goes down. Now we can't even go into a restaurant or a store. Now that's going to be the latest. That's going to be the latest thing. Well, y'all, let's call the pigs on. Let's get them arrested. Let's get them killed. So this is what's going to be. We got to watch out for that. But one thing you do need to be standing behind, you need to stand behind this sister and support her. Real talk. So I'm going to end it on that note. I ain't want to even make it long at all. It just, at that time, when I listened to the brother, and I was listening to how he was, speaking on it. Oh, God, I wish I could remember his name. If I remember his name, I'm going to definitely post that. But it just, it hit me emotionally a little bit. You know what I mean? The way he was speaking. And that's what he was talking about. Where's the outcry here? And I felt the passion in it. And I was like, wow, the first person I've heard that really honestly spoke up for this and spoke real passionate about it. So I give much respect to him on that. And I probably could tell you where I saw it on, because I saw it on Instagram. And I probably could tell you the page I saw it on if people are willing to go to the brother's page and go watch his video. I think his page is public. So give me a second. Let me look through this real quick. So maybe I could just show you and show you his face, and y'all can get his name, because I don't mind. Because I honestly can't think of his because it titled, "Where's the national news coverage in Outcry? This sister was dehumanized, humiliated, and sexually harassed in a Waffle House. This queen deserves justice." Sure. Slammed on the floor, stripped naked, all the above. So, and they say, we're not going to, protest the injustice done to the young lady with the same energy and vigor as we did or are doing Starbucks, then we have no reason to protest the damn thing. You agree with that? We can expect the white women's liberation movement to be silent on this matter. That shouldn't surprise us at all. What should be alarming is the silence of black men who will not come to Jakeisha Clemens' defense, right? So this is the brother. So if people recognize this brother, then y'all know who I'm talking about, right? And this is the brother who spoke on it. Now let me see if I can play it so y'all can hear what he's saying.
She refused to give him a phone because she had done nothing wrong. She asked to speak to the general manager. In a Waffle House, they called the police on her. She was tossed to the ground. Her private parts were exposed. It was the most horrendous thing I've ever seen.
Can y'all hear that?
Now, a couple of weeks ago, some black men were racially profiled in the Starbucks, and we had a.
I don't think y'all can hear that. Y'all can hear that? All right. Well, anyway, if y'all can recognize the brother, then y'all know who I'm talking about. But, he was the one that did a nice little, the video that I saw, the little clip of it, was really, heartfelt. And I appreciated that, because this was like the first person that was just coming out really, even as a celebrity, and that was, speaking out on it, speaking out against it. So I appreciate that. And it seemed like the rest of our community is kind of silent, especially the conscious community. I haven't really heard, too much in regards to, I'm just curious about people's opinion on the matter, and how they feel about it. And if they want to do something. Because with Starbucks, I felt like it was instantly, but in regards to us, in this situation, it ain't popping off. So, and my question is why? So, like I said, I ain't want to make this long. Peace. So I didn't want to make this long. I'm gonna end it on that note, and I'm gonna just say, peace and love. Thanks to everybody who tuned in, everybody gonna watch, and man, I just want to say it, man. It's time to work. It's time to be about this. So you know what I mean? We gotta support one another fully. 100%. So, much love on that. All right. Keep heads up, keep boots on the ground.